Welcome back to the K Information channel. In this video, I will talk about the coronavirus virus-lungs relationship. The root of the word crown is crowned. According to what Dr. Berg said, it was noted that 90% of those who suffer from breathing or lung problems generally suffer from a deficiency of vitamin D. Also, zinc is important to stop the infection from continuing. Therefore it is important to take these two components, vitamin D and zinc. Vitamin D, which is also a hormone to boost immunity, is very important. Therefore, I advise you to consult your doctor as soon as possible taking these two components. And do tests if you are deficient in these two very important components before taking them. Foods rich in vitamin D variety and eating different healthy foods in the diet in addition to fortified foods is one of the best ways to get enough vitamin D in enough quantities. It is worth noting that vitamin D is not available naturally in many foods. The most important sources of vitamin D are meat or in meat products, canned tuna. Many people prefer eating canned tuna instead of fresh fish, due to its distinctive taste and ease of storage in addition to being cheap. And that tuna is a good source of both vitamin K and vitamin B3, but it also contains a good percentage of vitamin D, as every 100 grams of canned tuna contains 268 of vitamin D. It is worth noting that tuna contains some toxic substances such as methylmercury, which is one of the toxic substances that are spread in many fish that may lead to serious health problems if they accumulate inside the body. So eating other types of fish may be less dangerous. For example, eating approximately 170 grams of light tuna once a week is safer than white tuna. Red salmon is sucking is rich in vitamin D, as about 85 grams of salmon contain approximately 447 of vitamin D. It is also a good source of protein. Omega sardines and herring. Canned sardines are a good source of vitamin D as it provides 177 of vitamin D in each carton, weighing approximately 107 grams of canned sardines, and herring is also a good source of vitamin D. It is one of the fish that spreads all over the world and can be served in many forms, fresh, canned, smoked, or in pickled form, as every 100 grams of fresh herring provides approximately 216 of vitamin D. It is worth noting that pickled herring provides approximately 112 of vitamin D per 100 grams of it. Whale liver oil. It is the oil extracted from the liver of Atlantic cod, usually found on it as a nutritional supplement. In addition to that, it contains many nutrients, and it is one of the richest sources of vitamin D. A tablespoon of this oil contains approximately 1,360 of vitamin D, equivalent to 340% of the daily recommended amount of it. Beef liver. Beef liver provides large amounts of protein and red meat, essential amino acids, minerals, and vitamins such as vitamin D, as it provides approximately 42 of vitamin D per approximately 85 grams of it. And it is worth noting that one of the most important characteristics of this type of meat is that it is tender compared to other types of meat. A large egg, which weighs about 50 grams, contains 50 of vitamin D3, in addition to having a good amount of calcium in its yolk. Therefore, the introduction of eggs into the daily diet increases the amount of vitamin D consumed daily. Milk and its derivatives. Milk and some of its derivatives, such as milk and ricotta cheese, are sources rich in vitamin D and calcium. It is worth noting that cheese in general does not contain large amounts of vitamin D. However, ricotta cheese contains the highest amount of this vitamin compared to other types of cheese not supported, where 5 times what other types of cheese offer from this vitamin. It should be noted that moderation is advised when consuming dairy products as part of the diet, since they are rich in fat as well, so as not to cause unnecessary weight gain. Plant sources. Mushrooms are the only plant source that contains vitamin D. The amount of vitamin D in mushrooms varies according to their type. Some types of mushrooms rich in this vitamin come. Dried shiitake mushrooms. Every 50 grams of it contains 77 of vitamin D. That is, 12% of the recommended daily intake. Fresh forest mushrooms. each of which contains 50 grams of 562 IU of vitamin D, equivalent to 94% of the recommended daily intake of it. It is worth noting that the amount of vitamin D increases in some types of mushrooms when exposed to ultraviolet radiation, and these types, fresh mushrooms exposed to ultraviolet radiation, where each 50 grams of it contains 568 international units of vitamin D, which is equivalent to 95% of the amount it is recommended to eat it daily. Fresh white fungus exposed to UV rays, each 50 grams contains 523 IU of vitamin D, equivalent to 87% of the recommended daily intake of it. Foods fortified with vitamin D. Due to the limited number of foods naturally containing vitamin D, zinc sources. Zinc is available in many foods. Examples of the sources rich in this element include the following: meat, chicken thighs, hard tofu, seeds, nuts, such as ground nuts, cashew nuts, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, pine nuts, chia seeds, and others. Low-fat milk, oatmeal, shiitake mushroom, lobsters, crabs. Some vegetables, such as spinach, broccoli, garlic and kale cabbage, are whole grains. Dark chocolate. Legumes such as lentils, chickpeas, black beans and edamame beans. And that's it. I apologize for the long haul. If you like the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell to receive all new updates. Post the video for the benefit. And we remain in good health and peace.